forget you all alone now and go hide away from the lights, but I don't dare to. I'm too fragile.
So beautiful people, I'm gonna start taking this tape off, and oh gosh, I know that there's gonna be some spots. I'm gonna get a knife real quick, or I'm gonna have to, but I can see where it bled through a little bit. I'm just gonna touch some of this up. Oh gosh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous, but it's definitely time. I've painted this several times. Oh, I've done my due diligence. I just did another coat last night. So, let me just make sure. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get my utility knife real quick. So beautiful people, while I am removing this tape, I do want to give you the daily affirmation for today. I apologize for my voice. Yeah, I just apologize. But first, let's get into this affirmation, and I pray that it touches someone today. I refuse to shrink myself to fit into spaces that I've outgrown. I am embracing my brilliance. I am walking in my light fully and unapologetically. I attract like-minded people, divine opportunities, and soul-deep peace. I do not chase, I do not beg, I attract, I rise. I receive. What's destined for me is already on its way. I embrace each moment with gratitude and trust the journey ahead. The universe unfolds in my favor, and I stand ready to welcome all the blessings that come my way. So beautiful people, I have to go and touch up. There is some spots around here that I need to touch up, which is fine. I mean, the walls are textured, so I didn't think everything was gonna be super smooth. I mean, let's be real, I wish. But as far as like anything peeling off too much, no, it's just more little touch-ups that I have to do, which I got small little paint brushes for that, so we're gonna touch that up. I have to touch up the baseboards over here, which I'm going to do. And then I'm going to take the light one more time just for my own purposes and go through every single spindle. I'm pretty sure the spindles down here are good to go because I think I did either 3 or 4 coats, at least 3 coats down here. Up here I did 2 coats. I know I have to do another coat up there, which is perfectly fine. But I just want to make sure that everything down here is done. I did go and buy a new sander. So I have a sander, but it's an orbital sander like that. So I went and bought a triangle sander for the steps to make sure that I can get into as much of the cracks and crevices, well, not crevices, but the cracks as possible. So hopefully that works. I'm still gonna have to do just some hand sanding a little bit as well because of the spindles, in between the spindles. There's no sander that can get in there besides like a sanding block or something. That's okay. So I'm still gonna do that. The twins are going over their dad's house for the weekend, so it's the perfect time to do the steps. Tomorrow, Chris and London, they have work, and then Ayana is off this weekend, but that's okay. But I figure the majority of the kids will be out the house. I can sand the steps probably today. I'm gonna start, and then if I can tomorrow, I'll stain them. We'll see. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna try and get done as much as I can, like finish this up as much as I can this weekend. At least the downstairs portion. I still got to do the upstairs, which is fine. I'm okay with that. But I want to get done with the downstairs painting and everything today. That's the goal. So let's touch up these baseboards over here. I still have a couple spots that I need to hit up when it comes to like the Pegasus, the white color on the walls. I'm okay with that. So yeah, we're just gonna do some touch-ups around here. Touch-ups. Yeah, I'm excited. I'll show y'all the sander that I bought. I got it from I got it from Harbor Freight. And you can order it off of Amazon and stuff too. But again, Harbor Freight is literally right there. So yeah, let's do these touch-ups, and we're moving right along. I'm feeling really good. Now the flooring, oh, before I move on, I know a lot of people are asking me, what am I going to do with the flooring? I'm either going to do, you know what, I'll show you. I can show you better than I can tell you. So, I'll show you. We'll get back to that. First, let's do these touch-ups because I want them to dry, and then we'll come back to the flooring.
Don't you know I'm way too weak to swim? Can't you feel the waves come crashing in? Running out of safety nets, cause every night, I fall down in the middle of the night screaming, oh my God, cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. I reach out in the middle of the night screaming, oh my, cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep.
Painting these baseboards by hand was so time-consuming and tedious, but so worth it. My back was on fire. I'm not gonna lie, my back was on fire, but it was so worth it. It was. I tried the tape method, then I went back over it and I painted it with the Pegasus paint, and then I just went back and did some clean lines to make the baseboards look like I had taped them, basically. I had to go back and just kind of fix that up because, like I told y'all, the walls are very textured, so it's really hard to get a clean, crisp line. And I do think that it can be done. I just would have had to do the Pegasus over the tape. I think that's how you do it. Or I've seen people do like a clear coat and then they paint over it after the fact, but yeah, I just went back and hand painted it myself. And I think it turned out really well. I really do. I took my time. This is sped up times, I think this is sped up by like 20, if I'm not mistaken, if not a little more. And I know it doesn't even seem like that fast, but I was definitely taking my time. This took, I don't know, maybe an hour or so just in this little area. Yeah. In this hallway area right here. It took like an hour or so, but I like the way it turned out and I would do it again. I just wanted to make sure that the lines were crisp and we didn't have any like jagged, crazy looking baseboards.
I think I'm love drunk and it feels wrong, but I'm not afraid to admit I used to feel safe next to you, babe. Now I'm thinking I deserve a hit. Maybe someday we could work it out, but I'm afraid it's too late to try. Baby, I don't dare to love you, and you know the reason why. Don't you know I'm way too weak to swim? Can't you feel the waves come crashing in? Running out of safety nets, cause every night, I fall down in the middle of the night screaming, oh my God, cause your love's too deep. You know your love.
While I was painting this, I was actually listening to a show. I believe her name is Kendra G. And she had a man on the show. She does like a dating app show or something like that. And she had this gentleman on the show who was 44 in a shelter. He had an 8-month-old baby. And he had custody. I guess he was getting custody of the baby or something like that. He has spent 16 years in prison, and he was looking for a woman. And he worked at a pizza shop. He was looking for a woman, and I think they spent like 2 hours on talking to him. Kendra spent talking to him, but it was so. You have to go and find it and watch it. You have to go and find it and watch it. It was really interesting. He kept saying, because I'm a real man and, I'm an industrialist and I know how to make things happen. And the woman, I want to take care of her and she won't have to pay for nothing. And so Kendra was like, well, can you support somebody on a pizza salary wage? And he doesn't want a woman who wears too much makeup or wears too much wigs, or she has to be a certain weight. And he only wants a black woman, even though he had a baby. His 8-month-old baby is by a white woman. And it was just interesting. He had all, oh, he was saying that he wants a woman who eats a like medium rare steak. And he said he went out one time with a woman and she ordered a well done steak and he thought that was so ghetto. And, you know, he doesn't want anybody who doesn't have any like class, or it was just crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was. But I did watch another show and they were saying how I just been watching Kendra G, guys. I think that's her name. I've been binge watching because it was another, I'm gonna tell you this real quick. There was a woman who came on the show and she mentioned this guy who had been on the show. She was like, I would really like to, you know, date him. And so she was like, well, did you reach out to him? And she was like, yeah, he sent me this generic message that he's sending to all the women. Well, come to find out that when he was on the show, over 4,000 women reached out to him. 4,000, not 400, not 40, over 4,000 women. And so Kendra had asked the woman, she said, why would you want to be with someone who sends you a generic message? He has options, and I would not sit and wait around for him. 4,000 women? I would not sit around and wait for him to contact me, which he didn't contact her. He sent her that generic message, and it had been like a couple weeks or whatever. He living his best life right now. And she was like, absolutely not. There's no way. I would not do it. I would not do it. And she was like, the reason why he got so many messages is because he's a nice looking man. He was like 6'4", a lighter skin tone, you know, hair, whatever. She said the people who, even though they may not have much going for them, but they look good, the people who look good get a lot of responses. And she gave an example of a gentleman who was, he was in the streets doing bad things, and you know, he showed some weapons on there. He was smoking on our show and everything, because it's, you know, like two-way. It's almost like a Zoom call or whatever. And people were still reaching out to, she said she didn't even leave his information in the link, because in the description box, because she didn't want to encourage people to reach out to him, because he didn't really have anything going for himself. And people were reaching out to her nonstop trying to get his information. Nonstop. And then there was another woman on the show. And this woman, oh, I knew something was up with her. But this woman was in the bedroom on the Kendra G show with her husband and her 2 kids in another room in an apartment. And she talking about she's getting a divorce, but she hasn't started the paperwork. She was talking really low, and Kendra called her, what did she call her? Trifling. She said, you're trifling. If a man did that, I would light him up. But she said, if I understand that if you want to, you know, get a divorce and everything, but you get the divorce, you start the process, you move out, you know, she said, he's probably going to see this, because, you know, she posts all the interviews. He's probably going to see this and he may snap. Do you feel safe? Are you safe? And she was like, yeah, I'm safe. And she was like, you know, because things like this could make a man snap. You're still married. Y'all have kids in the other room. You're in the bedroom and you're trying to find another man on my dating show. Makes no sense. I'm going to have to let you go, sweetie. I'm going to have to let you go. But yeah, I've just been binge watching her show, because it's interesting to see, you know, like just real life, different people out here looking for love and relationships. Some people are just out here looking for fun. There was one man who said he had just got out of a relationship and he was looking for a good time, not a long time, basically. So anyway, that is what I was listening to in between, like talking to my mom and my sister on the phone here and there. But yeah, I've been just binge watching, and it's interesting. It definitely is interesting. Leave me a comment down below if you've watched some of the shows.
I ran away from heartbreak. Got nothing in return for my pain. I never thought I'd be so empty, so alone and afraid. wasn't looking for a lover. Nobody understood where I've been. I guess I thought I needed more time to protect my love from potential offense. So then you came around and you played it cool, but I shut it down. So you took it to and I'm not surprised by what I found, 'cause I know I needed something different and it had to be you. Out the blue, somebody who would listen and it had to be you. Out of all the people to reply, my love couldn't be just anyone. My baby, it had to be you. I didn't seem to notice that you were checking for me. We were just friends, but we started building trust and my fragile heart started to mend. Yeah, I should have paid attention. You would have been the obvious choice, but I needed time to see clearly, dig deep and cut through the noise. So then you came around and you played it cool, but I shut it down. So you took it to and not surprised by what I found, 'cause I know I needed something different and it had to be you. Out the blue, somebody who would listen and
So beautiful people, I also did another coat of paint on these upstairs, on the upstairs banister and spindles off camera. So this was, I think this was coat number 3. I did a 4th coat off camera, so we're not even gonna worry about that. But I did take my time and go through, look at every little thing. I'm about to take the tape off of this as well, but not in this video. And yeah, I just wanted to point that out there. Now, did I need to do that many coats? Probably not. But like I said, I just wanted to make sure that everything was nice and neat and everything is coated properly. I still have to go back and do the what is it called, the coat on top, to make sure that it doesn't like chip, because you know the banisters, we put our hands on it, the oils, all of that, we're up and down the steps. So it's not polyacrylic. I forget. Once I pick it up, I will definitely show y'all, but I am going to do a top coat on the banister, okay, just to keep it, you know, nice and no chips or anything like that.
I don't like to see you crying on your pillow. Never wanted you to feel like I'm not there, but I know that in this life you will have trouble. I just wanna let you know that I'm still writing you love letters. You see how I take care of the sparrow. I do it all for you to prove I gotcha. You see how I'm still painting the rainbow, so don't let go of me. Drawing close, all out desperately when you need me the most. I am God, I'm your own. Don't let go. Keep holding on.
So beautiful people, I have bought this Traffic Master Peel and Stick. This is 30 towels, 12 by 12 box. I think I bought this for the fireplace and decided to go another angle. But you get 30 of these for, I don't know, I think $25 a box. I'm trying to see how many I'm gonna need on the floor. This is like a Carrara marble. I would prefer something a little darker, but I'm going to use this as an example to see how many towels I may need in this hallway area. So that, and I know there's a simpler way of doing it. You measure, but I don't know how to do it, put it that way. So I'm gonna do what I'm gonna try and figure it out on my own. We're gonna do it that way. All right, so let's see how many I might need. Now, I don't have 30 towels in here, but I'm gonna use what I have because like I told you, I think I did this, I bought this for the fireplace a while ago, and I decided not to go this route. And you wanna make sure the arrows are going the same way, so I'm just gonna point them that way for now. So, like 1, 2, 4. So basically like 5 towels are gonna go across. So 5 across. Okay. So again, I'm gonna keep just doing it this way. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm just trying to get an idea, a feel of how many boxes I would need. I'm not putting anything down. I don't really want a white floor right here. There's nothing wrong with it, but the design, and this has a lot of gray in it. It's not really what I want, but oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Did I just chip that? Okay. All right. This thing is so heavy, I don't think I could lift it. Plus there's stuff on top. I'm gonna try, but me oh my, this thing is so heavy. 1, 2, yeah. I can't even. 1, 2, yeah, I can't lift it. It's so heavy. So, 1. Oh, there's that vent there too. Oh, and it would be staggered too, so I'll have to make a little design. I'm thinking. So, let me get a notebook real quick. Let me get a notebook. Oh, I don't want to just sit these anywhere. Okay, so if I do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Okay, so let's say we need about 55 towels right there. And then down this way, how many towels do we need? So let's just see. So we get here, and I'm doing a rough estimate, and I'm also adding on more than, because you know, for mistakes and all that other good stuff. So, but if we do like 1, 2, that's like 2.5, but then we have 1, 2, let's say 3. See how it slides right under that baseboard? Like that. Alright. And it slides under this too. Yeah. So, alright. 3, 6, 9. And then, I'm so tired. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, right? 30, something like that. 33. Oh no, we gotta, so 30 right here. I'm gonna say we need like a box of 30 right there. And then we're back to 5. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 6. So 6, 12, 12 plus 6, 18, 19, 20, 21, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Then another 30 down here. So, okay. And then this area, I don't think I'm gonna need 55 because we have this big vent right here. We have the huge vent and we have a big vent under here, which is gonna take up. So I'm gonna say probably like 50. But what if I buy too little and then I don't have enough? So that's always a dilemma. All right, so that's 110 towels basically that we would need for this flooring. Hold on.
When you don't call when you supposed to, 'cause it keeps me on my toes. It kinda makes me want you more. I get a kick from going out when you don't want me to, knowing you're at home all mad. I know I shouldn't feel like that. I do it, you do it, we do it all the